I got kicked out of my family home 9 months ago. The reason I got kicked out of my mum and dad was fighting with my dad, having a fight with one of my good mates I used to work with after having a bit too much to drink. My dad tried to split us up, but I just flipped out at both of them, and the police had to come and collect me so I wouldn't kick off anymore. Drinking too much, smoking loads of weed and stuff didn't really help the situation. And then I had to sofa surf at my mates for a couple of days till the council found me a place to stay. It's not the best thing because you feel like you overstay your welcome at your friends, and you've got to support your own food and that. You don't want to be bothering your mate's mum to cook you something to eat because it's unfair on them when they've got to support their own families. And then I went to the council to see if they could help me out instead of social services, and they got me a place in the Hennis Project. It's all right there, but I want to move into my own place. I don't need as much support as they give. The Hennis Project is an organisation for young people who has problems with drink, drugs, not getting on with family members. They help me with budgeting, if I need help with filling in forms for the council, and just go through basic health and hygiene certificates. Like, they help me get the volunteer work in the CAF downstairs from the Hennis Project. Well, I didn't go down the social service routes because I didn't want the hassle with all the time people asking me questions, and I'd rather be on my own, sort stuff out, because I don't need as much support because I know how to cook, do my own washing and clothing and stuff. In our room we've got a kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathroom. We don't have to share any of it with other residents, so it's like you're flat in your own building, so you don't have to borrow anything or share with other people. The rules in the Hennis Project is we allow guests in to 10 o'clock at night. We've got to keep the noise down, and we're allowed overnight guests if we pay our rent, but we have to give a week's notice so the staff can get a picture of the person we're staying there and go through the house rules. And if no one sticks by it, we get a warning. If we get through, then we could get kicked out, and then we've got nowhere to go after there. There are some nice residents, and there's some residents what don't respect the rules, what play their music 4 in the morning, full blast, and it just wakes you up when you've got work in the morning. The good points is I'm not on the street, but the bad points is you've got to go to support meetings once a week. Sometimes if you're working, it gets in the way of your work. The support, sometimes you don't need it as much as someone else, and it just gets annoying. If you don't stay there a couple of days a week, they can say, sorry, their flat can go to someone else. Pay £4.17 a week rent, pay for my own electric, washing, do my own ironing and drying, get my own food. It's not that bad considering of other places. If you rent your own place, it could be £400 or £500 a month. From GSA I get £53 a week, and most of that goes on rent, food, and if I have money left for myself I might treat myself to some baccy or clothes. But I'd rather pay for my rent and food instead of wasting it on stuff I don't need. It does look good to have your own flat, but there is bad sides to it, like budgeting your money, paying for your own electric, clothing and that. When you're at home, your mum does all that for you, so you don't have to worry about it as much. It is really, really hard because I find it difficult sometimes with budgeting for food, electric and that after sometimes going out on a weekend. Since I've been at the Hennis Project, I've stopped smoking weed, getting on with my mum and dad more, going seeing them more often, stopped drinking as much as I was every weekend. Odd occasions I have a can, but that's not that often due to working. And there's better stuff to do like BMX instead of getting stoned or drinking all the time. Life's changed now. I'm eating a lot better, stopped smoking weed, doing a lot more exercise, enjoying life more now. Getting on with parents, all my mates better now, stopped smoking weed because I just lost them due to it. because I never went out, just used to stay in my bedroom all the time. But I'm volunteering in community cafe underneath Hennis Project, and it's a good experience if I want to go back to college and that, and getting along with new people, making new friends, talking more to customers and stuff. Changed a lot, feel a lot healthier in myself. In 10 years' time, I hopefully want to run my own kitchen or be a top soldier in the army or a chef in the army. To give you advice to young people is, if you have problems at home, try to sort it out instead of fighting or resulting into violence. And if you can't do that, just walk away for a bit, stay at a friend's house till it calms down, and then go back and try to sort the situation out. If you can't do that, try to find social workers or someone to help your family out and see if they can help you in any way possible.